Hello! Welcome to Starfield. So, we are now back for attempt number 2. Because, well,
and away we walk unscathed.
there we go.
Mostly.
Because things went completely pear-shaped before. Aha!
Huh. Crazy idea, but why not try wearing that cyber amp then opening the door?
Yes, to put it bluntly, I have just spent hours redoing this little scene. I'll show some other things later that I've done. This gun that I've got at the moment has certainly helped me a lot. But the problem that I ran into was we cleared our way through here, and in the previous episode, I think it was I encountered this watchman, and there he is there. So he's Watchtower Warden A59C2B. He seems to have like starborn powers. I mean, I spent ages going around and around. I was looking for buttons, switches, anything I could possibly find. I was going out the station, back into the station, and I distinctly remember I'd come through here. I mean, cause I ended up replaying the footage, and I could see he'd spawned and then it just kind of like disappeared, and he was nowhere to be seen. And that is where it all went horribly wrong. Because I mean, I came all the way up to here. Like, there's a computer, but nope, that doesn't open the door. So I had to do a bit of digging around, and it's a case of, yes, you've got to defeat that watchman down there, because he has these starborn powers. You get onto the station, eventually you encounter him for the first time, and you notice he does what some of these other starborn have done, where they like go invisible and then they just disappear. And then he kind of like reappeared back over in that area at some point, and then he reappears when you get to here again, and it was like driving me nuts. Oh, contusions, oh dear. I need to fix my contusions before I do anything. That comes under, does it come under the healing gel or something? No, that's something else needs to fix my contusions. Let's have a look. See, that's too much, it fixes everything. Don't think that's going to do. So it does it specifically, I wonder. Aha, zipper bandages. But no, I replayed the footage, and I noticed he'd gone over to here, but then he went invisible, and I never saw him again. I couldn't find his body, and yeah, if I want to get anywhere, it's not a case of let's open that door over there using the computer or very fancy switch solutions. No. You need, if I can find it, you need that. So I'm going to trade my shield cybernetic amplifier over for this thing here.
The security system must think you're Watchtower. Well, that's an embarrassing oversight. This looks like where we need to be. In we go.
Right, well, before we do that, I'm going to do a quick save. Because it's seriously annoying, because the game, it was doing its autosaves, but all my autosaves were while on board this Heimdall space station. And the big problem was I couldn't get to a point before we boarded. So I had to go all the way back to Neon, and I had to redo the whole thing all over again. So I've done things slightly different. So I've got A.SKILL, on this engineering. The space battle went absolutely swimmingly because of a change I made, but also because of what happened, as I'll explain later. But I've now got a point in shotgun certification, so I just need to get some more XP so that I can potentially level that again. So let's have a look-see.
Look at that. It's like the one that came from the Skydrop, only shinier.
Okay, that was a bit of a drag there.
Watchtower building these things? Studying them, maybe? Huh. Oh, that looks like the mainframe.
Right, well, hold on.
Not self-destruct yet, but maybe if we try accessing it.
Yeah, I think that was the gist of it. If we start twiddling around with it, it'll detect that something's happened, and it's like, ooh.
Now this looks like the ticket.
Hold on.
No idea how long this will take, but I think I saw another interface around the other side. Might be worth seeing if you can access it. Might speed up the triggering of the self-destruct.
Another squad of Watchtower ships has jumped in. I'll ensure they don't cause too much trouble, but you should still hurry.
Okay, thanks, Gren. Hang on. What was that? Okay, never mind then.
Implant detected. Operative A59C-2B. Identity confirmed. Warning. Limited archive accessibility. Please provide query.
Ooh. That would be a bit... Hang on, I didn't want to do that. Okay, so right. Is this armor here, is it part of the secret weapon?
Prohibited phrase detected. Please refrain from deviant terminology. Correct hardware reference ID. Deviant countermeasure 05. An artificial astral gate.
Ooh.
Warning. Details regarding ongoing hardware development are classified. Addendum. Deviant countermeasure 05 now authorized for field test use. 64% chance of permanent deviant neutralization calculated. Further refinement advised.
Okay. Stop zooming out. So is this headquarters then?
Heimdall Station currently houses Watchtower Detachment Delta 6, Deviant Capture and Containment Division.
Okay.
This station serves as a critical node to the inter-system threat network. Be advised, any changes to station classification or operational purpose will be communicated through standard secure channels.
Ooh. And can you provide more information? Well, who are you and what am I? I mean, yeah, who are you? What exactly am I speaking to?
Inquiry is recognized. I am the central archive of this station's Watchtower operations. Full Watchtower network status cannot be confirmed at this time. This is a precautionary measure. Be advised, all inquiries will be logged and flagged for review. Any inappropriate conduct may result in disciplinary action and/or termination.
Ooh. Can you provide more information?
Checking security clearance. Clearance verified. Warden level operative access granted. Be advised, the records you have accessed are classified.
Ooh, good. That's what we want to do.
Please state desired topic.
Okay. Right. So what do you know? Oh, do you know anything about, well, me in turn?
Subject, current persons of interest. Please specify query.
Oh. Okay, so why are you trying to capture Dan Dangerous?
Deviant designation DS1599-A. Codename Bastion. First flagged following direct contact with an astrogate fragment, colloquially referred to as an artifact.
Ah.
Passive monitoring was maintained. However, predictive models suggested high probability of Bastion developing into an S-category deviant.
Ooh.
Early containment was advised, attempted, and failed. Bastion demonstrated extreme resilience, rapid growth, and established ties to other deviants,
Ooh.
as well as initiating multiple high-risk incidents which required extensive information suppression. Efforts to minimize collateral exposure have been substantial.
Oh.
Current assessment, DS1599-A, has exceeded all projections. Deviation pattern suggests further escalation is expected. Immediate retrieval remains high priority.
Interesting, that's a QWERTY keyboard I just noticed. And what about this deviant called Torrent?
Deviant designation DA1596-B,
Albatross.
codename Albatross. First cataloged following conflict with criminal elements. Initial assessment ranked
Howdy boy.
Deviant as low risk. Threat reassessment made after multiple incidents, included but not limited to disruption to human affairs, altering of region power dynamics, compromising of watchtower operations. Further escalation noted. Albatross actively assisting Deviant DS1599-A, codename Bastion. This association has increased priority for retrieval and containment.
Huh. Well, why not just try diplomatic solutions?
Peaceful engagement with deviants has been attempted.
Ooh.
Historical records indicate a 13% success rate. Failed cases include deviants exceeding containment thresholds or engaging in deceptive practices. Patterns suggest inherent instability in deviant allegiances. Current Watchtower directive: deviants are not to be trusted. Risk mitigation prioritizes control over diplomacy.
Understandable. So how do you actually track these Starborn?
Deviant identification is achieved through multi-layered surveillance. Embedded Watchtower agents monitor governmental and civilian reports for unnatural events or unexplained phenomena. Listening posts are deployed across the settled systems. These installations detect spatial anomalies linked to deviant activities. Captured deviants are subjected to extensive study. Data extracted from their physiology and technology aids in refining preemptive capture strategies. Please note, deviant tracking is never absolute. Their abilities disrupt standard observation methods. As a result, Watchtower must continuously adapt.
It's interesting, there mustn't be any like camera systems or anything, because I mean, surely it like detected me getting onto the actual system, the space station, and it doesn't seem to realize who I am. Okay.
Please state desired topic.
Okay, well, what can you tell me about Watchtower as a group then?
Subject, Watchtower. Please specify query.
Okay, okay, well, who's well, I was going to say, when was this actually started? And what is its purpose?
Records on Watchtower formation unavailable. Data corruption or intentional redaction has removed any direct references.
Okay,
However, archival entries contain timestamps dating back 200 years.
wow.
This suggests Watchtower has operated for 2 centuries, potentially longer. Watchtower's primary objective is the study, containment, and neutralization of deviant entities classified as Starborn. Possessing abilities far beyond standard technological or biological limitations, they present an unpredictable variable in humanity's continued existence. Should they choose to act against humanity, conventional defenses would be insufficient. Mitigation of this threat is paramount.
And who exactly, well, what for that matter, is in charge of Watchtower?
Leadership records are not stored within this system.
Grrr.
For security reasons, the identities and hierarchy of Watchtower's command structure remain compartmentalized.
Ooh.
Please note, should you encounter any individual with the designation Director, full compliance will be required.
Ooh.
A Director's directives are not to be questioned. Please act accordingly.
So we need to find the director then. And what about funding then?
Full financial records are not accessible. Watchtower's funding structure is intentionally obfuscated to ensure operational security. I can answer that Watchtower has established deep influence within various corporations and governments. These connections and investments ensure continuous financial support and strategic leverage.
Infiltration. Okay. I mean, does anybody within government actually know about this, or are we talking about those in, well, unless they're in charge, maybe?
We maintain secrecy via numerous puppet organizations that operate under the guise of legitimate corporations and government bodies. Through these entities, Watchtower is able to manipulate, suppress, or alter information as needed, ensuring no trace leads back to us.
Right.
No government is aware of Watchtower's true nature. They have been successfully conditioned to leave us undisturbed.
Okay.
Please state desired topic.
This is getting a bit creepy. So what exactly does Watchtower know about Starborn? What have they actually learned?
Subject, deviance. Please specify query.
Okay, so why do you try and capture them? Why not just eliminate them?
When deviants are identified as too disruptive, containment becomes necessary to mitigate any potential threat. However, not all deviants are targeted. Some, though powerful, seem primarily concerned with internal conflict and goals outside of human interests. Watchtower does not intervene unless deviants pose a direct risk to humanity. Even then, if possible, we do not kill them. Doing so would not remove the threat, but merely transfer the problem to another universe, one under the jurisdiction of a different Watchtower. Our goal is containment, not eradication.
So that's interesting. So they're aware of the Unity by the sounds of it. So then what do you know about the Starborn or Unity?
Watchtower has determined that deviants, designated Starborn, derive abilities from structures known as temples. These sites appear to serve as focal points for their growth and transformation. The phenomenon referred to as Unity is a process by which deviants ascend in power and transition between universes. Once achieved, Unity allows a deviant to seemingly persist beyond conventional mortality. This ability is currently beyond our understanding. To date, no Watchtower operative has successfully interfaced with a temple or acquired deviant abilities. Artificial methods are instead pursued.
Gotcha, so that explains that Watchman we took out. So they weren't Starborn, they've just acquired, presumably through study, they've acquired skills. And just when did you learn about Starborn?
Oldest surviving accessible records suggest Watchtower became aware of Starborn deviants shortly after humanity began interstellar travel. Initial reports describe anomalous individuals exhibiting unnatural abilities, appearing and vanishing without explanation. Origins and motives unknown. Earliest confirmed record references a single Starborn eradicating an entire colony. No strategic objective was identified. No demands were made. The slaughter appeared arbitrary. It was this event that solidified Watchtower's directive. Identify, contain, and neutralize any deviant threat before their abilities escalate beyond control.
Interesting. Because that was when they got access to the Star... not the Star Drive, when they gained access to interstellar travel, it was because somebody had somehow tapped into the future, so to speak. In other words, they spoke to themselves from another universe. Starborn, interesting. Yeah, that was because that's how they learned how to get the grav drive and mess things up. Anyway, and what have you learned about these ruins and temples?
Watchtower is aware of sites designated as temples and ruins that are scattered throughout the settled systems. However, their apparent transcendent nature makes them difficult to locate or study. Current data suggests only deviants, or deviant-adjacent individuals, can meaningfully interact with these locations. Despite this limitation, Watchtower has made recent progress in the infiltration of temple and ruin sites. Controlled entry into certain locations has become possible, though success remains limited. Research is ongoing.
It's interesting that. Very worrying if a collective gets to control all this stuff.
Please state desired topic.
Right, so what about your technology?
Subject, technology. Please specify query.
Okay. Okay, so how do you get how have you managed to get, you know, these synapse disruptors, for instance? I mean, how on earth did you learn about all this?
Our technological advancements, such as the synapse disruptor, are the result of unrestricted research and reverse engineering. We have successfully recovered starborn technology from various captured deviants, ruins, and temple sites. Through analysis and adaptation, we have integrated this technology into our own systems, allowing us to counter deviant abilities with high success. Be advised, while Watchtower technology is advanced, it is important to acknowledge we are not the only faction developing such innovations.
What? That's a bit worrying. Who else is then? Well, aside from the Starborn. Well, technically the Starborn don't develop them per se, but anyway, what about these cyber amps and implants?
Watchtower implants and cyber amps are each a different technology, but are often designed to work in tandem. The implants can be invasive, and the implant procedure carries significant risk, with a high rejection rate that sometimes leads to death. However, for those who survive, the benefits are substantial. Improved physical performance, enhanced cognitive function, and the use of proprietary Watchtower hardware, such as our ship's piloting systems. The external cyber amps, however, are usable by anyone, but can only reach their full potential when paired with the necessary implants.
Genetic alterations and neural restructuring.
Genetic alterations are a prerequisite for the integration of Watchtower implants. It prepares the body, ensuring compatibility and reduced risk of rejection, while neural restructuring enables the brain to interface directly with the new implants. Additionally, neural restructuring allows for data storage within the brain, enabling us to educate our operatives with exceptional speed and precision. However, the host brain must sacrifice previous memories in order to accommodate the new data. These lost memories are often irrecoverable.
Makes you wonder what they've actually lost then. Yeah, and how did you manage to maintain mechs? Because I thought these things were banned.
The ban on mechs is irrelevant to Watchtower. A foolish decision made by governments that have no authority over our operations or directives. We design and construct our own mech units. They are AI controlled and do not require rest, sustenance, or training. Conditions known to hinder human pilots.
Definitely concerning. So they don't really care. I mean, they put themselves above everybody else, which is all the more worrying as to them getting access to Starborn stuff.
Please state desired topic.
I think that's it, isn't it? I don't think there's anything left to ask.
Return to main archive.
Okay, so I think the only thing left is... What about a self-destruct? Do you have a self-destruct? If so, how can we operate it?
I am unable to provide that information. Please refrain from this line of inquiry. Failure to comply may result in immediate system lockdown.
Logical, so I'm no further forward. Well, the whole idea was we would trigger a self-destruct like gaining access to things we shouldn't have gained access to.
Logging you out.
Aha. Now this looks pretty sensitive.
Oh,
Alright, I think we found what we need. As soon as I try to access this particular data archive, I think it should be enough to trigger the self-destruct.
well, before you do, what's actually in there, though?
Oh, not really sure. But if my guess is right, I think it's records of Watchtower agents that are embedded into various organizations. Someone could do a lot of damage if they could access those kind of records, which is why I think trying to open them will activate the self-destruct.
Yeah, well, then what do we do, though?
First off, take this. Thanks to Gren and his hacking algorithm, I was actually able to swipe some data from the mainframe. Nothing too fancy, mind you, but nevertheless, I think you might find it useful. Now, as soon as I access this archive, I'm 99% sure the self-destruct will begin. Once that happens, you need to get back to your ship as fast as you can, okay? No dawdling. I'll be staying here.
Whoa, 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 no. What? What do you mean you're staying?
I mean exactly what I said. I won't be moving from this spot. Just think about it. If we both leave, what reason would Watchtower have to continue the self-destruct? They'd just disarm it. So, one of us needs to say, and that someone is me. I owe this to you. A version of you died to save me, and now it's time that I pay that debt back. It's all right. I'll be fine. I'm fairly sure Starborn don't actually die, so I'll just move on to another universe.
That's probably right, though. But this doesn't make sense. I mean, yeah, I'll go into another universe, so it doesn't really matter. Why are you, not me?
Oh, come on now. Don't make me start second-guessing myself. Look, this is something I need to do. Maybe that's selfish of me, but I need to do it. Okay? Otherwise, what's the point of any of it?
I mean, can't you just... I was thinking that armor rig, to be honest. There's another one there. Surely you could have gone something through that. But can't you just do what you did on the ship?
Someone's been paying attention. But no, I don't think I can make it all the way from here to your ship. Besides, that kind of defeats the point of me staying here. I want to ensure that this place is taken out. That Watchtower will suffer a blow so hard that they'll not have the time, energy, or even desire to try and capture you again.
I'm just kind of surprised, because I would have thought we could have just taken it out by, by space anyway. Shoot it. Seems a bit odd. And they sure it wouldn't, kill you.
Am I 100% sure? No. But I am sure enough to try doing this. Judging from my own past experience, when a Starborn dies, they jump into another version of themselves, or maybe they just move into a universe where they didn't die. I don't really understand the process, but I don't think this will kill me. Well, it will, but just...
I know you
Look,
mean.
I'll be fine, okay? Let's just leave it at that.
Fine. No, there's got to be another way. Come on, surely there's got to be another way.
Look, I get it, really, but this is the best shot you have of getting out of here alive, and making sure Watchtower can't try and capture you again. This wasn't a difficult choice for me. Let me do this for you, please.
No, it's everybody or nobody.
All right, I can tell you're serious about this. If we're going to leave, we'll leave together. That is, after we make sure this place is toast. And I think I might know another way we can do that. But I hope you understand that I'll be making this up as I go along. No guarantee we won't both just end up getting killed.
Yeah, but we'll just jump to the next universe. You know, woo, big deal. You know, been there, done that. Anyway, so what's the plan then?
Right. Plan. Okay. I got an idea, and it's kind of out there, but that seems to be a recurring theme with me, so let's just roll with it. This armillary here, I learned a little bit about it from the mainframe. Watchtower have been reverse engineering these from the kind we're more familiar with.
Okay, well, did you learn anything else?
One or two things. Most of it's on that slate I gave you.
Oh, okay.
We can go over that stuff later. For now, let's focus on the armillary.
Okay, that's what I was thinking, because so far I've been using it to go through to the Unity. But I wonder what else they've been figuring out from it then.
Their plan was to use them as weapons against us. From what I can tell, these things tap into the same energies and spatial whatnots as the real ones. Apparently, they have the potential to be very powerful, but they start off blank and not able to do anything. They have to be energized and imprinted. I'm not too sure what any of that means, but it seems to be something to do with Starborn. Well, I'm Starborn, so I'm gonna see if I can energize this thing and imprint my gravity well power onto it. If that works, we won't need the self-destruct. The armillary can take care of destroying the station for us, and Watchtower will have no way to stop it.
Sounds like a plan. What do you mean when you're saying you're gonna imprint your gravity well power?
Yeah, I'm fairly sure that's what we saw the armillary on the planet do, just before it sucked itself into nothing.
Oh.
Gravity well, it sorta acts like a black hole.
Yeah, I get you.
I guess that's why I call it gravity well. If we can make this one do the same, hopefully it'll tear the station apart before crushing it into nothing. A dramatic way to go.
Indeed. Okay, let's try that then.
I'm hoping this thing works like the armillaries we're more accustomed to, but instead of granting us powers, we just need to imprint one onto it. You know, sometimes all this Starborn stuff makes me feel like we're all just a bunch of kids playing with loaded weapons. Oh well, right. Here goes. Wish me luck. Maybe
Good luck.
stay back. This could be dangerous.
Alright, where's the gravity gone?
I can feel it. The resonance.
Oh yeah. I see what you mean. Holy
Okay.
moly.
Now or never.
Oh, so you're going to...
People say I need more hobbies. Writing about you, thinking about you, talking about you. That's 3 right there.
What I'm more interested in, though, is where on earth's Torrent gone? Or what happened to him? What on earth happened to Torrent? Have we gone through to the Unity?
Anyone there? Well, this is just great.
Okay, this is... Because this is... We've ended up... That's like... That's got elements of a temple. Starborn prisoner. Hang on a minute, is this what happened to the actual Starborn? Because I mean, he was talking about them being captured. Because this has got all of the hallmarks of a temple. because I can see the structures and what have you, but he was talking about people being captured and presumably tortured and maybe their powers extract. Is this where they ended up? In this kind of... It's kind of like a sphere of sorts. It's like some sort of artificial reality in a way.
There's someone else. Ah, and there he is. I know you, don't I?
Okay, this is weird. Where are we? What is this place?
Yeah. There's something very familiar about you. We've definitely met before. You're the reason I'm here. I hope you don't mind me saying, you've more than proven to be a decent person. I'm glad we met. I trust you. I want to keep helping you. But I worry you'll one day go somewhere I can't follow. If you trust me too, please, take my hand.
This is interesting. It's like a kind of a pre-place, if you will. It's like an interim place before going somewhere. Because he doesn't know who he is. He's got vague recollections and... Okay, well let's see where this goes then. Because he seems like Torrin.
The bond is made. You and I now travel the same road. This link between us is born of the connection you have forged. Born of mutual understanding and respect. It's time to continue our journey.
Okay. Yeah, it seems like some sort of interim place. Because this looks like a planet of sorts. But it's like, is this where you go before you merge? Because I get the impression that you've got all these multiple universes, each with your version, if you will. This is the case of you just kind of like take over that person. Because I remember when we first went through, there was, I think it was apparently the us that was in this universe went missing, and all of a sudden we showed up. It's
Hey!
odd.
Over here!
Okay. See, we're back to temples again. We still, even Watchtower, like, despite what it's done, doesn't know what these temples are, who made them or anything. So now you recognize me.
So what now? You gonna start talking some sense? Or do you want to go on about holding hands and bonding some more?
What, you figured that? Hang on a minute, you were the one who said those things.
No. Fairly sure that was you. Hold on. You're speaking. Well, like you usually do. Normal, not all weird and cryptic. You're...
Unity.
you, aren't you? I mean, like, the real you.
So
Sorry,
both
I know that's confusing. I was speaking to someone who looked just like you. But they've disappeared now, and I have no idea what's going on.
Kind of makes me think, like, Unity, we both saw the same thing, but from an opposite perspective. Unity. Huh. Okay, so what did you see then?
Okay, I was near the armillary, and then I appeared here. Although things looked a little darker, and you were here too. Only it wasn't you. The fake you said something about it being a long journey and bonding with each other. And it seemed to imply that if you were to pass through the Unity, this bonding would allow me to travel the same road, to jump universes with you. Then you held out your hand and asked if I was ready.
Then?
I reached out and grasped your hand. And then that you was gone, and you were here instead. Look, is it just me, or are you getting strange Unity vibes from this place too? Maybe this is a side effect of watchtowers screwing around with armillaries. Regardless, we need to get out of here and back to Heimdall Station.
Now, this is odd because, like I said, I mean, I spoke to a version. I saw it from my perspective. It was you who was doing that.
Really? Now that is curious. You spoke to a me, and I spoke to a you. I assume you held hands as well? So, I guess that means we're bonded. We'll have to talk about that, but we can worry about that later. For now, let's figure a way out of here.
Yeah, that gives me the impression we can go both. Well, I'm pretty sure anybody can go through the uni once it's there. But anyway, so what do you think this place is? Because to me, it seems like some sort of interim. I mean, I noticed there's obviously been fighting. There's been starborn prisoners here, though, which is odd. Unless this is somehow something that those Watchtower have created.
Well, despite all appearances, I'm fairly sure this isn't really a planet we're standing on.
No, it's artificial.
And that's about the extent of information I can offer.
No, it's like an artificial reality. So how did the Omni bring us here, though?
You're asking the wrong person there. I've had an armillary move me around before, but never quite like this. For all we know, Watchtower tricked us, and all along this was just a part of some grand scheme in order to trap us. Nah, they're not that smart. Or are they?
So this is not the Unity, surely.
No, I don't think so.
It's too
Doesn't
dark.
feel like it anyway. But there is a Unity-like quality to it all. But I can't really put my finger on it.
Okay, well, any thoughts?
Well, there's an armillary near to us, although this one doesn't look jerry-rigged. If we can figure out a way to activate it, maybe it can take us back? Or at least, I hope it can. Because besides flagging down ships and trying to hitchhike, that's the best idea I've got. Hold on, I'm gonna try activating this thing.
Oh, what'd you call it? Yeah, but look where it got us. There's a lot of starborn prisoners here. It specifically says these are prisoners. It's like, this is where they went, so they never got through to the actual
Well, that's
unit?
not good. I can't seem to use my starborn powers. Could you give it a try? See if it works for you? Try something gravity-based.
It's kind of like... Is this like a dumping ground or something for starborn? Were they brought here and things extracted or something? Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Gravity field. Gravity well.
Hey, that did it! Good job! I don't know why my powers aren't working, but right now, I don't care. I just want to get out of here. And, about that whole bonding thing, I think I might know what that was, but it can wait. After you, back to Heimdall Station. Then we can put all this watchtower nonsense to bed.
I hope so, because I haven't a clue what's going on. Unless that's what that was. They set that up as because he said he didn't have his powers. Although I had mine. Maybe they brought them to here.
We're back. And I could be wrong, but fairly sure I've got my powers back too. Nice. Huh. You know, I get the feeling if you hadn't come to get me, I may have been stuck in that place. Thanks. You're a good friend.
You're welcome.
And looks like the armillary is good and energized. Guess I managed to imprint on it after all. Hey, on the side there. It looks like there's a terminal to control the armillary. You should do the honors. Activate it, and get ready to run.
Oh, there's the dude up there. Right, I'm wondering. Yeah, I'm gonna quick say that just on the off chance this all goes horribly pear-shaped. Right, so I think we're going to have to run that away. But what gets me... Because that didn't act as a like what we normally have. Or is it? Maybe that's where we go to when we get our powers and then come back and just don't notice or something. Maybe it's just it acted as a kind of like a teleport or something. Because they build it. This is not like the normal ones we see. Right, grab the data, presumably, and run. On. Okay. One-way process. Temporal and spatial destabilize. Oh no! Ugh.
Warning. Anomalous energy surge detected. Station
Oh yeah,
structural
that's working all right.
integrity compromised.
We should run. Real fast. This way.
Yeah, I'm assuming you know where you're going.
Should get us to your ship faster.
I'm detecting increasing gravitational forces coming from within Heimdall Station. I don't know what you did, but it appears the station is going to collapse in on itself.
Okay.
You better hurry back to your ship.
Where are you going? Where are we going?
Station structural integrity critical.
I haven't a clue where I'm going. Oh, now I've got a vague idea.
All personnel, evacuate immediately.
I've got bad news. The station just lost its docking port. Your ship's adrift.
What?
Then what the hell are we meant to do now?
Station structural integrity critical.
You'll need another way off the station. Try to find a skydrop bay. If you're lucky, there might be skydrops for deploying troops. You can use one as an escape pod. It's your only chance. Go!
Well, I would, but I can't seem to find a... guys, can I get past? There's a problem.
Station structural integrity critical.
Fluxicals.
I see skydrops. Looks like we can use these. All right, you first. I'll be right behind you.
Station structural integrity critical.
Okay. Dude, you get in one. Make sure you get in one. Don't stand there, dude. Get going. Bye-bye.
It's certain to be a bumpy ride. Hold on tight. See you planet side.
Hopefully. You too, dude. Make sure you go. Oh. This is different. Ah, now that explains. I've seen some sky drops on the ground. I was wondering because I'd seen some on the planet and they had a seat on them. And I was wondering what they were. Now that makes sense. Hang on it. How come yours is faster than mine? But still, where's the dude? Curiouser and curiouser.
Hey, nice of you to make an appearance. Not sure if you saw it on your way down, but Heimdall is no more.
Ooh.
We did it. You did it. Ah, and
no,
here
no,
comes
pal.
Gren. Perfect. We could use a ride.
Where? Oh, over there. Have you seen the dude in your travels? I want to know where the dude is. Because I'm really hoping the dude got off. I mean, there must have been more than one. Unless he landed somewhere else. It's an interesting little ship thing. Sledgeback. Right, hold on a minute. Where is he? Oh, he's on the ship. How did he get on the ship? How is he on the ship and I'm not? Oh, he's officially on Heimdall Station. Although he's assigned, so he's presuming he's busy doing something.
I'm glad to see you safe and well. You too, Torin.
Ah, Gren, you big softy. I knew you cared.
Heimdall Station has been utterly destroyed. Any remaining Watchtower forces have retreated. I believe it's safe to say that you have won.
Thank you very much for your help, then, Gren.
You are welcome. I'm pleased I was able to assist. I managed to secure your ship and tow it to safety.
Oh, cool.
Please, board my vessel, and I will see you back to yours.
Thanks. Go on then, Tor. Well, that is good to know. Although I'm still confused as to where the dude is. Technically, he's on Heimdall Station, but there's nothing left of it. There's no sky drop. So I'm puzzled. Unless he picked him up from... Well, no, because it says he's officially on the station. I'm confused. Ooh. Let's put it into... Well, the gun that I've got does both, but I'll focus on this one, because this one will do... Yeah, I might skip that one. Well, it might be useful at some point. Cool. There's the dude. I was getting worried about him. Ah, oh, dude.
What's next on the agenda?
Doesn't matter.
Let me know if you want to talk some more.
Oh, that is awesome. I'm glad you survived. That's the important bit. This is a cool little ship. You know, he's got nice cooking facilities. There, nice comfy place to sit and everything. And he does have a half-eaten sandwich or something.
Docking sequence complete. You may now return to your vessel.
I'm gonna grab a ride back to Stardock, Gren. When you got a moment, come find me.
I just want to check out... Yeah, I just want to...
Not yet.
Right, so I need to go and speak to you at there. Right, so that's interesting, and the amount of levels they've got here. So that's a cool... Yeah, this is a cool ship.
It won't take long to dock with your ship.
Okay, I'm just looking at the state of this place. Wow. So I would have thought that would be a big explosion and whatever. So that's your docking thing. That gets me up to there. No offense, I'm just going to have a bit of a poke around because I'm kind of curious. And I know that's not good for cats and what have you, but I'm not a cat. Right, so you've got... What was it? I mean, have you got a... Yeah, you've got another level here, more like engineering. Well, there's a cool little ship, I must admit. I quite like it. Right. Come on, dude. We need to leave. If I can figure out how to climb up this ladder. Which in itself is something completely different. Right, that gets me back onto my ship. Okay, they've now disconnected. Presumably. Now I've got... Oh, there's the dude. Did you say you had something for me, dude?
How can I be of service, O great and mighty hero?
Yeah, did you say you had something for me?
Of course! Hopefully it will serve you as well as I have.
Oh, that's be difficult. Ooh, some celery. Thanks.
That was a good talk. It'll be hard to top it, but you always manage.
Last time he got me a succulent, which was kind of interesting. I mean, before he's given me a toilet roll. And now we've got a stick of celery. Interesting. Now, $64 million question is, where's all the crew gone? Have they all left or something? No, Barrett's apparently here. Except he's at Pyrus 2 Pyrus. Don't fire Pyrus 2 Pyrus. Okay. No, this was interesting because I went all the way back, probably about like however many episodes, because I remember I'd had a lot of, well, I didn't have a save to get things working. Basically, I couldn't fix my problem, so I went all the way back to Neon. We didn't bother hiring anybody else, but I spent a lot of money. I was shuffling things around, so like the particle beam weapons, these two have been moved here. They were originally over there, and what I've done is I got rid of the electromagnetic pulse weapon that I originally had, and I replaced it with these two missile towers, if you will. Reason being, I remember I'd spent ages and ages and ages taking on the turrets, the particle turrets. So I thought, oh, I'll get myself some missiles instead. Maybe that'll speed things up because they can do a lot of damage. Oddly enough, so yeah, there was no, we didn't bother recruiting anybody, but I did get those. But I had to do quite a lot of toing and froing and missions to be able to forward those. Then we came into this battle. The ground battle went pretty well. Didn't have much of an issue there. I actually sneaked myself through and it went a bit quicker, but when it came to this firefight, I don't know what happened, because the first encounter we had, it went swimmingly well. There was only 2 turrets left. I went and shot one of them with the missile. I mean, I had to twiddle around with the power, putting some power into the missiles because they don't work unless there's enough power. See, you've got to have at least 4 per. It's like, no, not doing it. Okay, not doing it. Yep, so we'll take a bit more power out and put it into there. Now it works. So yeah, that was a bit bizarre, but it was kind of odd because I took out one. At least I was started attacking one tower, that suddenly disappeared. Started attacking that one, suddenly disappeared. Next thing I know, they're saying, oh, that's it, all the towers have gone. And it's like, what? What's happened? So I was confused. Either way, I managed to actually board straight away. What's also strange was I managed to get to the docking station. I thought I was going to have the same problem because I got there and I was right up close to the docking station. And it's like, no, we can't dock it. You just can't dock. And I'm like, what? But yeah, for some strange reason, all of a sudden, it was like, right, now you can dock. So I was like, I don't know. It was confusing. And then I went through that whole process of clearing my way through the actual space station, but then I got right up to that last point. Now I kind of like froze it at that point because I wanted to see what would happen if I did manage to take out the commander, or what happens if it didn't actually work. Because I remember the first time I tried it, I tried taking him out and he just suddenly disappeared. So this time round, I noticed I used a different gun. I don't know if that helped. I just don't know. Maybe had to take him out within a quick space of time. Otherwise, he just disappears again, and that's it. You never see him again. Because that's the one thing I always remember.
Docking clearance is approved.
Thanks, Babs. That's the one thing I remember, was the fact that I'd been shooting him first time I saw him, and then he just disappeared.
your own comic book, your own cartoon, your own theme song. We have got to make this happen.
That could be exciting. I know the first time I shot him and wounded him enough, he disappeared. Then he showed up a second time, wounded him some more. He then shows up a third time. Now, my first playthrough, he just disappeared again, never to be seen again, so I couldn't get the cyber up. This time round, for whatever reason,
Docking
it worked.
at 90%,
So,
95%.
they haven't changed anything per se, other than that I've now got these missile launchers on the starship. I didn't recruit extra people for the warship.
Everything looks good at my station, Captain.
I don't know. It's got me really puzzled. I am puzzled and perplexed. Nay, I am perplexed and puzzled. Right, so I need to speak to Torren and I need to speak to Gren.
I am here. Ah, there you are. I wanted to congratulate you. I don't think Watchtower has ever been dealt such a crippling blow. It'll take them a long time to recover from this.
So, what do you think they're going to be doing now? Because supposedly there's still people out there in these governments.
Those members who know what has happened will focus on rebuilding, but this will take time. Those who don't know will continue on as normal. It is not uncommon for Watchtower cells to operate in the dark. Years may pass before some even begin to suspect something went awry.
Oh, okay. So, presumably then, at least for now, they're not going to bother me.
For the most part, yes. Watchtower is not gone, but it is weakened. For the time being, they will have more important things to attend to.
Okay. Well, thanks for all your help. Couldn't have done it without you.
It was my pleasure to assist. From now on, I suspect you'll see a lot less Watchtower activity, but do not think that they are gone completely. There will still be operatives out there. Maintain vigilance, and I'm sure you will be fine. Before you take your leave, I wanted to ask, did Torren try to extract any information from the Watchtower mainframe?
Yeah.
I thought he might. Allow me just a moment and I'll see what he was able to extract. Intriguing. There are new designs for skydrops on here. They seem to be based around some kind of deviant technology. We may be able to fabricate these skydrops, but I will require more data for this. If you can bring me enough computer cores, I will see what I can do. I will take no more of your time. I'm glad you survived your encounter with Watchtower. Until we speak again.
Speak again? How am I supposed to do that? Where am I going to get cores from? Okay, dude.
A visitor to my workshop. How delightful.
Can I ask some questions?
Ask, and I'll answer.
Never mind.
Bye.
How am I supposed to get cores now? Dude, do you know? Because I don't know. I'm confused. Right, well that was his workshop. So where is... It could be down in the main area, I suppose, down in the canteen. Or bar. I'm puzzled and perplexed, but he wants cores. Oh!
Welcome to Stardock.
Blood signals I could. Ooh! So I could have just held everything here, so I didn't have to go traipsing across the universe to put my components in. I could have kept them here. Oh, signals. Right. Well, there's Harper.
Pardon? Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Excuse me.
It's nice to see you.
You too. Harper.
It is so good to see you're safe. I was worried. I've already lost more than enough friends. I didn't want to have to add you and Torren to that list.
Well, thanks. Appreciate the concern.
Yeah, well, really, it's the least I could do. I should tell you, I've been hearing from my contacts that Watchtower's fall hasn't gone unnoticed.
Ooh.
Already, other factions out there have begun to find and uncover their hidden assets. Guess Watchtower are too preoccupied to enforce secrecy like they used to. If you plan to keep hunting listening posts, just know it may not be Watchtower that show up to investigate what you're up to. Anyway, I should get back to work. But again, glad you came back in mostly one piece.
Okay, are you saying...
Tied it up a bit. With so many visitors coming and going, figured Stardock could use a bit of extra polish. You know, this place, it's become more than it could have hoped for. Stardock's not just a home for me. It's somewhere people can be free and safe. And that makes it all worthwhile.
I've got some intel if you're interested.
You've already destroyed every listening post. There's no more to locate.
Oh,
Hope to see you back soon.
What am I supposed to do then? If I can't get, like, more... If I can't get myself more cores, I can't do diddly squat. Fiddlesticks.
You really are something else. I was ready to do it, you know? To stay on Heimdall Station as it blew up. But I was trying so hard to play the part of the hero, I didn't stop to think there might be another way. Thanks for talking me out of it. It's twice you've saved my life now. So much for me making things even.
Anyway, according to the dude, I'm supposed to be the hero.
Well, aren't we boastful? Not that I disagree. Now, after how badly we busted them up, I don't think we'll need to worry about Watchtower anymore. At least, not in any serious way. I'm sure we'll still encounter the odd patrol or group of operatives, but as far as them being able to capture us, I do believe that ship has sailed. If you want to keep your fleet going, I'd say that's up to you. I mean, would still be useful, just less of a necessity now.
True. Okay, well, I'll keep that in mind.
Speaking of things on the mind, that whole bonding thing, I've been thinking about that, and I've got a theory. Well, not so much a theory as a hazy notion, but here goes. Those people we spoke to, I think we were both talking to a part of each other. Not a conscious part, more like a spirit. A representation of our thoughts and feelings. And maybe because we're starborn, or perhaps because of where we were or how we got there, it allowed us to form a deeper understanding. And because of that, we now have this connection between us, this bond. Does that make sense?
Well, that's what I was coming round to. This idea of unity.
Anyway, I don't know about you, but I definitely feel something between us that wasn't there before. The part of you I spoke to, it said if you were to pass through Unity to travel on to another universe, that I could go with you now, if I wanted. I don't know if that's true, but I think I'd be okay with that. I think I would like to go with you. But really, that's a decision for you to make. So, assuming I can travel to the same universe as you, do you want me to?
Okay, well, have you any idea how that would work, though? I mean, because normally I'd go through the Unity, and it's just me. Are you suggesting this time it would be both of us?
Whew, you're asking big questions that I do not have the answers to. But I guess if you were to pass through the Unity, I'd figuratively or literally get pulled along with you. The way it was worded, it seemed like I had a choice in the matter. At least for the first time. After that, I'm fairly sure it would become a permanent arrangement. Which is why I think you need to be the one to make the choice on this.
Sure, if you do, that'd be great.
Alright, if you happen to enter the Unity again, find yourself on the road to another universe, you now got yourself a travel buddy. Although, no idea how that'll play out. Somehow I doubt I'll just appear next to you. That would just be too easy. But I'll do my best to find you. And if Watchtower tracks you before I do... Hang on, just need to send you something. There. I transferred data for a signal frequency. Aim a comm broadcast on that frequency at any Watchtower ship's transmitter array. I'll be monitoring Watchtower comms, so if you send that signal, I'll know exactly where you are, and I'll be sure to get to you as quickly as I can.
Huh. This is confusing. So how's that going to work, especially in another universe?
Think of it as a deep space ping. As I'm sure you know, communications between systems can be tricky. But plenty of people have found creative workarounds, including Watchtower. So we just borrow their hardware to send a message. Oh, and you'll have to memorize that frequency, because when you hop universes, you can't take the data with you.
Exactly, but that sounds like a really cool idea.
Okay then, moving on. That slate I gave you, the one with data from the Watchtower mainframe, have you had a chance to look at it yet?
No.
Well, you should. One of the things on there is the location and access codes for a Watchtower storehouse. Don't know for sure, but I think it might be filled with computer cores, and maybe some other stuff too.
No.
Anyway, I think you should check it out. Would make a nice opportunity for some plundering. Stock up on some more Watchtower tech. And, added bonus, if you commit the location and access codes to memory, no reason you couldn't plunder the storehouse after a Unity jump. Get a leg up on Watchtower from the beginning. If you travel to a new universe, that is.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's all I needed to say. So, let's get back to it. There's still a lot to see out there, and I sure am looking forward to seeing it.
That's interesting, that.
I'm glad to see you.
And you. So that is cool, that. So instead of like, why can't I use that? Why can't I sit there? Can I sit over here? Yeah, plonk myself on the couch. That is cool, that though. I mean, if each time we go through the Unity, we can then team up with Torrent. That sounds seriously cool, that. Because that's always been the challenge up to now, is like you're the only Starborn there. And you have to start all over again, but if you can go and there's two Starborn, oh, that would be awesome. That would make life a whole lot easier, but that's interesting, that. That's a celery off the dude. Let's just have a look at this though. Oh, cool. I thought I'd given that to Gren. That's why I was suddenly panicking. I'm thinking, oh no. I thought it was a case of... I thought it was a case of like, well, I haven't read it, so I don't know. How am I going to get it? I'm giving it to Gren. But fortunately, no. I still know of it, so I can get back out there and at least search for more cores. And who knows what interesting things we'll get then.
We're all here because we're committed to the biggest question of all. What's out there? You're part of Constellation now. Part of our family.
We do not fully understand all that is at work here.
No finer group in the stars to be unraveling this mystery.
I'll follow you from here on out, Captain.
Grab jump is ready. I love this part.
These artifacts could be everything we've been looking for. Another great secret the universe is asking us to unravel.
Human settlements throughout the galaxy could be at risk.
We are not stopping. Whatever lies at the end of this road will change humanity forever. This is where we belong.